Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike, Zozo Stockwatch, and this is going to be your Stock Watch and Market Talk for Wednesday, the 18th of September. Let's go ahead and get into some of the news that came out courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders. We had some news and earnings come out after the bell tonight. We'll start with OPTN. They're doing OPTN announces a departure of Chief Commercial Officer TBIO. They're doing a public offering that was announced after the bell tonight on TBIO. Stock moving down. PTCT. Proposed public offering of common stock. That stock moving down in the after hours. ACAD announced a offering also. That stock ticking down. There was before this news came out, there was a flash down before the close on ACAD as if the news had been leaked. But then the news came out after hours that the offering was coming out. So a little bit of shenanigans there, something for the SEC to look into there on ACAD. Let's see, we had FedEx come out with earnings after the bell tonight, and that stock is just getting trounced. 173.30 was the close, trading down at 156.63 on FedEx. FedEx missed by 12 cents. Revenue missed there for FDX. The other thing is FedEx lowered their 2020 earnings forecast for that one. The CEO came out after the bell only a few moments ago. The CEO, as the global macro economy continues to soften, company is taking steps to reduce capacity. Says in Europe, ongoing decline in Germany's industrial sector is a drag on growth. Says uncertainty over Brexit impacting not just the UK but major trading partners as well. All major exporting economies have been impacted by the slowdown in trade, especially Asian economies with high exposure to China. So negative comments coming out here by the CEO of FedEx tonight. STLD in the after hours tonight issued downside quarter 3 earnings guidance. So that's a steel company, Steel Dynamics. So some warnings coming out after the bell tonight. Let's go and get back to the top of the news here. We also had Adobe come out with earnings. Earnings per share beat by 8 cents. Revenue beat on Adobe, but might have been priced in. That stock moving down on Adobe in the after hours tonight. Closed at 284 and change. Currently trading 277. We also had Chewy, recent IPO. This is their second earnings release. On Chewy, earnings per share missed by 10 cents, but a revenue beat. Market not liking that, moving Chewy down in the after hours tonight. NBIX announced, let's see, to present data on one of its products here at the 2019 International Congress of Parkinson's Disease. NBIX, let's check that out. That one is not much reaction to that one right now. Fed to conduct overnight repo on Wednesday. Let's see. So I guess the Fed is helping out the banks once again. KDMN announces FDA approval of generic tretine hydrochloride for KDMN. That stock popped up, flashed up, gave it back on the news. Let's see, we had ABIO collaboration with South Africa's AstraGen Biotechnologies advanced to next stage on IBIO. That stock moving up. It's an under $1 name, but popping in the after hours. CGC initiated perform at Oppenheimer. We also have Pizza, PZZA, initiated perform at Oppenheimer. That coming out after the bell tonight. We had the API crude numbers come out after the bell tonight. It was a build of 592,000 barrels. So let's check the ETF for light sweet crude oil. Not much reaction to that in the after hours tonight. We'll get more into crude in a moment. We also had DT, David's T. They came out with earnings after the bell tonight. DT, that stock moving up in after hours on their earnings. We'll be watching that one tomorrow. NLNK Genetics announced FDA accepts partnered biologic science application for NLNK. That stock moving up in the after hours, closed at 191, trading at 224 in the after hours, and then we go back into the FedEx news, courtesy of the trade exchange. Some of the news that's come out after the bell this evening. So today in the markets, the market edged out a gain ahead of the Fed decision. Tomorrow, once again, the Federal Reserve will be announcing what they're going to be doing, the rate decision tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's for Wednesday, the 18th of September. And then at 2:30, Jerome Powell will be fielding questions. So that's at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. As far as the markets for today, the transports were minus 25, the Dow Jones 30 plus 34, the S&P 500 plus 8, and the Nasdaq plus 33. As you can see, oils were up yesterday, but gave some of that back, those gains from yesterday. We had ConocoPhillips, EOG down 5% for the day, OXY down almost 6% on the day. So oil's up yesterday, down today. Home Depot got downgraded today, down fractionally for the day. Microsoft was up fractionally on the day. Facebook jumping 1% on the day. Twitter was up over 1% on the day today. Some of the banks, a little bit of profit taking coming in on the banks, down fractionally for the day. Apple up fractionally for the day. AbbVie jumping 1.5% on the day. Merck was up a bit. Amgen up 1.33%. But the big story today was that the oils were retreating again, and we also had WeWork, excuse me. WeWork pushes the IPO back at least a month on that WeWork IPO. Chipotle was up today. Chipotle, CMG symbol there. Debuts limited time carne asada option to the menu. This from the New York Post if you want to check that out. They have an article about it. So upscaling their menu a little bit there. Once again, FOMC, this calendar courtesy of the Trade Exchange. FOMC meeting announcement is tomorrow, 2 o'clock. 2:30 is the chairman. Oil numbers come out tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern Time. 8:30 we get housing starts. We get the MBA mortgage applications tomorrow. Some of your stocks that were up today on news: ACRS, BCYC, AVDL, CAPR was up today. DRRX, VNRX also up, and VUZI popping up today. 7% on that one. Top losers for the day: FNKO, continuation move down 11% on the day. GLW, Corning, they lowered their guidance. So they cut forecasts on Corning, so that stock dropping 6% on the day. IRDM was down today. Macy's pulling back over 4% on the day. So that's some of your top gainers, losers with news today. So as mentioned, oil pulled back today. Light sweet crude oil was down almost 6% on the day, as the Saudis restored about 70% of the production, and then so oil pulled back today. The Saudis also said in about 2 to 3 weeks they'll be back up to full capacity. That's what moved oil down today. The ETF for light sweet crude oil is USO for the day. That was down 4% on light sweet crude oil. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other sectors that were down. We had the marijuana ETF still rolling lower for MJ, down today 2% on the day. Let's see, we had the rare earths down over 3% on the day. The OIH, the oil services sector, names like Schlumberger, Halliburton, Rig, that was down 5% after gapping up yesterday. To the upside, today we had gold getting a little bit of a pop. Nugget, NUGT up almost 9% on the day. JNUG up 8% on the day. GBTC, which is the Bitcoin Trust, that was up today about almost 4.5%. Solars had a very nice day, getting some buying in the solar stocks today, up 3.35%. PSJ, the software portfolio ETF, this bounced back today, up about 1.36% for that. Some of your sectors that were popping today, the REITs were moving up again today, up 1.41%. The utilities also getting some buying today, up 0.87%. To the downside, the XOP giving back 5% today. The XLE giving back over 1% on the day. The XRT, which is the retail ETF, that was down a little under 1% for the day. As far as our Dow Jones stocks, percent changes to the downside, Dow Chemical down 2%, followed by Cisco down 1%. The rest down a little under 1%. To the upside today, we had Boeing popping up today, up 1.41%. American Express was up 1.20%. McDonald's jumping 1% for the day. Some of your best larger stocks, STNE. Big move today. The stock jumping 10% on the day. Zscaler coming up off the bottom today. Symbol ZS there. That was up over 6%. HUYA, sorry, a China stock was jumping 5% on the day today. Zoom Technologies, a little bit of buying back into some of the higher beta stocks, up 5% today. Here's a Sedge, a solar company, that was up almost 5% for the day. KL, a gold stock, was up 4% on the day for today. Pag Segura, this stock jumping, it's in the software space, was up 4% on the day. Match got an upgrade today, up 4% on this name. And then we had First Solar jumping today. This stock was up 3.25%. Another solar stock up today. And then there's Ulta, got ignited by Kramer, I guess, on his show last night, jumping 4%. To the downside here, FRAN giving back another down 11% day. Overstock down 11%. FNKO moving down almost 11%. JWM Nordstrom's down 10% on the day. APA, an oil stock, got hit 9% on the day, and a bunch of other oils took a hit today. Fate in the biotech sector, this stock dropping 6%. There's GLW. This stock was dropping 6% on the day today. So that's some of your losers for the day. As far as some of the smaller stocks, you had FTFT. This stock was up 17% on the day. NSPR was jumping today, up 14% on the day. SPWR jumping 12%. Another solar stock. JAGX jumping today 11% for the day. To the downside today, you had GBR, an oil stock, dropping 27% on the day. BE got hit today, 21% on that name. WLL down 16%. SAEX, another oil name, dropping 15% on the day. PSTV dropped 15% on the day on this name. Let's see, LMFA also got hit 14% for the day. Tops taking a hit 13% on the day. RTTR dropping over 13% on the day. So that's some of your losers for today. All right, let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tomorrow. Don't forget, once again, FOMC is tomorrow, but I'm going to have AMD looking a little bit better on the daily chart. Still below the 50 SMA here, but was perking up today. AMD, actually, the service got a trade out of this one today on AMD. So we'll be watching that one again for tomorrow for an intraday setup. Blue Apron popping up today. Nice push up there. We'll be watching this one for maybe a pullback entry on this name. We'll see. Maybe if it pulls back to about 975, we might get a reversal in this, but I'll be watching that one. Good strength today. Nice volume coming into Blue Apron. BCDA, a lower volume stock normally. Big push up here over almost 1 million shares. We'll see if this one has anything left in the tank. I don't really like this chart, but I couldn't ignore this expanding volume, so throwing it out there. Probably won't be the first one I go to. DTEA, DT, they had earnings after the bell tonight. The stock is moving up, closed at $1.71, trading at $2. We'll see if this one has any intraday action in it for tomorrow. FFHL, this stock trying to turn the corner. Volume 197,000 shares, but trying to get back above this 350 area on FFHL. Had a big pop up here to 750. Then it kind of rolled over. Now it's curling back up again. Watch this name if it can break out over that 350, 355 spot. Once again, would like to see more volume come into that name. FRAN, we spoke about that a moment ago. Now we had this big pop. Now we're getting a few sticks pullback in FRAN. It's holding this $14 area, holding around the 5 EMA. So be watching this one. Maybe if they push it down tomorrow morning at the open, maybe we get a reversal play to the upside on FRAN. JAGX, slowly trying to get up over this 50 SMA here. That is currently at 168 for the 50 SMA on JAGX. If they can ever get this thing up over that 170 area, back over the 50 SMA, recently did a 1 for 70 reverse split. Well, not too recently, back in June, I guess, right? So this stock trying to turn the corner, so I'll be watching it. LXRX gave us a nice trade today. Don't really like this candle formation here at the end of the day, but I'll be watching it. 8.4 million shares. I'll give it another day. We traded it today. It was very kind to us, so we'll try to keep an eye on it tomorrow. MU, battling at this $51 area on MU. If it can break out over that 51 and change, maybe we get a nice push to the upside. Possible, it's come a long way, right? MU already, so tough to chase it up here, but intraday might be interesting. NLNK is popping up on that news in the after hours. Not getting much follow through right now on NLNK, but I'll have it on watch. Usually the ones that pop up in the after hours don't really do much the next day, but we'll see. NLNK, we'll have that on watch. NSPR is pushing, closed at 328 today, got 300,000 shares in it, and then in the after hours it broke this 350 spot on NSPR, pushing up strong. RKDA had patent news today, but not much reaction on RKDA. Probably needs to get back over this $6 area off the daily chart on RKDA. Roku trying to bounce back here a little bit on Roku. So if this one, let's see, the highs here on Roku, 152.37, maybe that 152.60 area sends it. Now it closed at 150.52 intraday. Maybe if they can get it back over 151 and change, maybe that gives a potential to move back up intraday. So we'll keep an eye on it. SINT moving up in the after hours tonight, closed at 250. It's up here at $2.80 on SINT. This one also did a reverse split back in July 29th to be exact, 1 for 30. Has that $3 area up ahead on the daily chart, so we'll be watching that one. Snap had a very nice candle today. Snap, full disclosure, we're in a swing trade on this name on Snap, so moving up today, coming out of this wedge here on Snap, pushing up. We'll be watching that one. SPWR, I'll have a few solars on watch for tomorrow. Let's see if there's any kind of continuation in this SPWR. Obviously, would like a pullback maybe for entry. Square. Trying to get back over that $60 level. We actually traded this in the service today for a small gainer on Square, so we'll be watching this one again. STNE had a good day today. Let's see if there's any kind of continuation. 3.3 million shares came into STNE. Nice move up. Let's see what else. This TXG, an IPO today, big move up. We'll see if there's any kind of setup for tomorrow. We'll keep it on watch the next few days on this IPO. Seems to be liked, getting some buying. Nice strong day today. VNRX, this one pushed up today. Volume was a little bit light though, 313,000 shares. So I got to see some more volume come into this name, but a nice move up. We'll see. Not in love with it because of that volume. VSLR, another solar stock, trying to recapture the 50 SMA here on VSLR. Kind of pick, you can go through a lot of them. There's a Run, SPWR for solar, Sedge, a bunch of the solar names were popping today. Yuma, gonna keep this one on watch. Maybe if oil turns back up, Yuma might get going. Looks like it's struggling here a little bit with this 575 area. Sorry, 575 spot on Yuma. So I'll have it on watch. Zscaler, nice bounce here today. Let's see if there's any continuation in Zscaler tomorrow. The stock was 51.55, the high today. So maybe over that 51.75 area to see if it wants to continue up. The 5 EMA on Zscaler currently right now is 51.08. So we're just below that also. All right, so that's Zscaler. By the way, on the video last night, we spoke about work. Big move up right out of the open on WORK. So if you had that from the video last night, nice job. Please support the channel, subscribe to the channel if you're new to my channel. Hit that like button down below. The videos are free. Don't be a video freeloader. All we ask is that you hit the like button down below. Hit that bell if you'd like to be notified when we do a video. And this is Mike, Zozo Stock Watch. Have a great day trading tomorrow. And FOMC is tomorrow.